Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mihir Shah once again with another video. In this video, we are going to take up a topic how to solve problem sum based on payment of GST under the subject GST. A very important topic from the exam point of view. Okay, a short question will always be there based on payment of GST. Okay, so let us see how to solve it. This is a fifth video from a video series based on GST. Okay, so let us see how to solve problem sum based on payment of GST. Okay, now let us see how to solve the sum when they've asked us to find the net tax liability. Okay, this is a very important topic from the exam point of view. We'll read the question once. It's given that Ms. Sangeeta, registered in the state of Maharashtra, provides the following details for the month of July. Calculate her net tax liability for the month of July. They are given you opening balance in electronic credit ledger as on 1st July. IGST, CGST and SGST has been given. After that, they are giving you many transactions during the month. So you have sold goods, again you have sold goods, purchase, provided, availed. Okay, now let us see how to solve this sum. Okay, always remember, whenever you get a sum where they ask you to find the net tax liability, remember minimum 3 steps where the sum can get over, and maximum 4 steps if it is an advanced sum. Okay, so we are going to take up 2 sum, one which can get over in 3 steps and one advanced which will get over in 4 steps, but it cannot go beyond 4 steps. Okay, chalo. Now in order to start the sum, very simple. Okay, now remember, in order to find the net tax liability, we have to find 2 important things. Number 1, how much tax did the supplier collect from the recipient? Second, how much tax did the supplier pay during purchasing of raw materials? So how much amount or tax he has collected from the recipient, and second, how much tax he has paid. These are the very 2 crucial things that has to be found in the sum. Okay, so now let us see how we start the sum. Okay, very simple. We'll go in stepwise. Okay, the very first step that we need to note down. Remember the headings. Okay, we are finding the tax liability. Remember the heading. Number 1. The first heading will always be calculation of tax liability. Okay, calculation of tax liability. This is basically tax on supply, also known as outward tax. Okay, we are finding the tax which you are going to collect basically on supply. Whenever you are supplying, what is the tax that have been collected? The columns will be transactions. We'll have IGST, CGST and SGST. Okay, now very simple. This particular table will only include supply, whatever you're selling, whatever you're supplying, only that. Now the very first thing which is given in the transaction in the question is sold goods at the rate of 5% GST to Amit in Jodhpur. Now very important thing, we'll read the question. See, it's given Sangeeta is registered in the state of Maharashtra. If you look in the question, it's given that she is in the state of Maharashtra. Now remember, if you are supplying, okay, or purchasing within the same state, this is very important. Okay, listen to this very carefully. If you're supplying or you're purchasing within the same state, then your tax will get split in 2 parts, CGST and SGST. And if you're purchasing or selling into different state, then you will have one direct common tax, that is IGST. Okay, so that is very important. So we start. Number 1, it is given sold goods at 5% to Amit in Jodhpur. Now Sangeeta is from Maharashtra, this is Jodhpur, you're supplying to Jodhpur, 2 different states. If it is 2 different states, the entire tax will be on collected will be based on IGST. Now amount given in the question is 12 lakhs. Okay, I repeat, amount given in the question is 12 lakhs. So 12 lakhs into 5%, the value comes to 60,000. Remember, whatever is the value given, that value into the percentage. If it is in IGST, full amount. If it is in CG and SGST, the amount will be split in two parts. Okay. Next, again we have sold goods at 12% to Abhay in Mumbai. Now, Maharashtra, Mumbai, same state. So whatever is the tax, okay, 11 lakh ka 12%, but we'll have to split that in two parts, so it will be 6% each. Okay, so it will be 11 lakhs ka 6% is 66,000. So 66,000 will go in CGST and 66 will go in SGST. Okay, next, purchase cannot come here, provided. Okay, if you're providing, meaning you are giving service, you're supplying, so yes, that also will come here. Third, provided services at 18% in Delhi. Maharashtra, Delhi, two different state, entire tax will be taken under IGST. So provided service in Delhi, value was 70,000. So 70,000 ka 18% is 12,600. Okay, 70,000 into 18% is 12,600. The entire amount will come in IGST. And next, provided service at 18% in Nasik. So fourth one, again we have provided services at 18% in Nasik. Nasik, Maharashtra, same state you will have. So whatever will be the tax will be divided. So 1,50,000 into 18%. That's the total value. So we'll have to take the half of that 9%. So that will become 13,500. So it will go 13 will go in CGST. The remaining 13,500 will go in SGST. That's it. Other than that, there is no more supply. We will total it up. So 60, so that becomes 72,600. That's the total. $79,500 and 79,500. That's the very first step that you need to solve. Okay, very simple. Whatever you're supplying, on that take the value of the GST. If it is two different state, okay, IGST, same state, break in CGST and SGST. Step number 2. This was all on supply, step number 1. Now we'll have all on purchases. So it will be written as calculation of input tax credit. It is IT, also known as ITC, and it is basically, purchase with tax. Okay, it's basically tax on purchases. So now in the sum there were two purchases. One was purchase goods and one is availed services. Two things were there, so we will take those values. Again, we'll have transactions, IGST, CGST and SGST. Number 1, we have purchase goods. At the rate of 12% in Mumbai. Okay, purchase goods at the rate of 12% in Mumbai. Mumbai, Maharashtra, same state. So whatever will be the tax, it will be split in two parts. Sorry. It is purchase goods of 12% from Pune. It's not Mumbai, it's Pune. So Pune ka value will be here. It was 50,000. So 50,000 into 12%, but we'll take it 6 because we have to split in two parts. So it will be 3,000 each. 3,000 will go in CGST and the remaining 3,000 will go in SGST. Second, we have availed services, the last statement which was given there. Availed again means purchase, so availed services, that is at the rate of 5% from Surat. Now Surat and Maharashtra, two different states, so the entire amount will go in IGST. So 3 lakh into, we have 5%, so that's 15,000. Okay, that's it, there's nothing else. We will total it up. So that's my second total, total B. So I have 15,000, 3,000 and another 3,000. Step number 3, calculation of net tax liability. Okay, now based on the third answer, we'll come to know whether we need to further solve the fourth step or the sum is done at the third step itself. Okay, we'll have transactions or you can have basically particulars. Again, we have IGST, CGST and SGST. Step number 1 here, very important. First step, we need to note down the tax payable. Tax payable is nothing but your step number 1 ka total. So that was 72,600, 79,500 and 79,500. Okay, step number 2 will be less opening balance of electronic credit ledger. Very important point, it has to be electronic credit ledger. If it is a cash ledger, cannot consider here, only credit ledger will be considered. It's given. Okay, the camera just went off. Okay, so I actually solved it, and when I later realized that. Okay, so now as I told you, the opening balance of credit ledger will be considered. So we took those values from the question. Okay, next it is less ITC, that is from the B value. So we note down the answers of the B part, that is -50, -3 and -3. Once I get that, we will subtract it. 72,600 minus 17 minus 15, we get the value as 40,600. 79,500 minus 15 minus 3 is 61,500. Similarly will be the SGST price. Now if you look carefully, from here you come to know whether we need to make one more step or the sum gets over here itself. If you get all the 3 answers as positive, again I repeat, if you get all the 3 answers as positive, we can conclude that this is our net tax payable. If among the 3, okay, if something becomes negative, for example, if CGST is negative or SGST is negative, okay, we can use that negative mean it is excess, in excess. If anything is in excess, we can use it basically to set off other values. Okay, we can use that to set off other values. So we will see that in the next sum. In this sum, all the 3 values are positive. So with that, we can say that this particular sum comes to an end. Okay, I hope everyone have understood that this was the very first sum that we had taken up based on calculation of tax liability, a very important sum from the exam point of view. Okay, now we will be taking up the second sum, which will have an additional step. So let us see how to solve that particular sum. Okay, now let us see the second sum. Okay, Mr. Pushkar registered in the state of Gujarat. So we'll have to compare everything from Gujarat point of view. Provides the following detail for the month of Feb. Calculated again net tax liability. Wherever you see this question, this is how you all have to solve the sum. The opening balance in electronic credit ledger has been given to us as IGST, CGST and SGST. And thereafter they have given us many transactions. We have sold goods at 18%, sold goods at 12%, purchased goods, provided goods and availed services. Okay, so chalo, now again in the same way, okay, in the same way we will start with our sum. First, step number 1, okay, heading for the first thing will always be, okay, calculation of tax liability. This is basically we are finding tax on supply. Okay, we'll have columns as transactions, IGST, CGST and SGST. Okay, normal, in the normal way. Okay, now we read the question, each transaction. Okay, the very first transaction is sold goods at 18% GST in Surat. Now Gujarat and Surat, same state, so your tax will be deducted in SGST and CGST form. So number 1 we'll start. Now this will be sold goods at, and the question is given at 18%, so I will take it as 99%. So I'll write here that this is 18% in Surat. Okay, so 17,50,000 is the value. So 17,50,000 on a calci will take 17,50,000 into 9%. Okay, the amount will be 1 lakh. It goes in break in two parts. Okay, so it will be 1,57,500. 1,57,500. Second, there's another goods that have been sold at the rate of the second one at the rate of 12% in Delhi. The value is 9 lakhs. So I'll write here sold goods at the rate of 12% in Delhi. So 9 lakh into 12% is 1,08,000. The entire thing will go in IGST because Delhi and Gujarat two different states. Third, we have, if you can look carefully, the fifth one, provided services at 18% in Bangalore. Again, different state. Okay, we have value as 5,40,000 and the rate of the rate of GST which is given is 18%. So I'll write here provided services at 18% in Bangalore. So again it will be 5,40,000 into 18%. It will come to 97,200. The entire amount will go in IGST. Fourth one, we have provided, again we have provided services in Mumbai at the rate of 5% in Mumbai. The value is 8,60,000 into 5%, that is 43,000. That's it. Rest everything is based on ITC. We add it up, so I get this answer as 2,48,200, 1,57,500, and again 1,57,500. This is the A part, that's the total of your output sale, your tax on supply. Step number 2, calculation of input tax credit. Okay, that is nothing but all on purchases we have to find. So we'll have again transactions. Okay, IGST, CGST and SGST. Number 1. The very first thing which is given in the question is purchase goods at 28% from Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad, Gujarat, same state. So 28% will get divided into 14% each. So I'll write here purchase goods at 28% from Ahmedabad. So 14% each. The value is 8,50,000 into 14% is 1,19,000. Okay, next is again purchase from Chennai. Okay, the second thing is purchase from Chennai. So I write here purchase at the rate of 12% from Chennai. Now the value of goods was 4,20,000 into 12%, which comes to 50,400. Third, we can see in the second last two, the availed services. Availed is again we have used it, we have taken it, purchased. So availed services at the rate of 9%. It's 18% from Bhavnagar and it's in Gujarat itself, so it gets split in two parts. So I'll write it here as 18% from Bhavnagar Okay, value is 40,000. The 40,000 into 9% will give you 3,600 each. And fourth one is, again we have availed services. At the rate of, it's from Indore. So again, Indore is a different state altogether. So the rate is 5% from Indore. So we'll write it out. So 5% of 75,000 into 5% is 3,750. Okay, that's it. Nothing else has been given to us, so we will add up. Okay, when we add up, we get the value as, the first one will be 54,150. For the second one, 1,22,600 and 1,22,600. Step number 3. Okay, this is my step number 3, 2, 1. So now this will be calculation of net tax liability. Okay, I'll write your particulars. IGST, CGST and SGST. Very simple. Number 1, step number 1 will be tax payable. Okay, now wait, this is also the total, so we'll write this as total. This is my B answer, this was my answer A. Okay, so tax payable, that is nothing but the part A ka answer, that was 2,48,200, 1,57,500 and another 1,57,500. Step number 2 will be less opening balance of electronic credit ledger. Again, electronic credit ledger. Okay, the values which are given in the electronic credit ledgers are 10,000, 5,000 and 2 lakhs. So 10,000, 5,000 and 2 lakhs. Remember, this is less, so all will be in bracket. Third step, again we have less ITC, that is your answer B that we had got. So that was 54,150, 1,22,600 and 1,22,600. Since it is again less, so we'll put all in brackets. Once we do that, we minus it. Okay, so 248,200 minus 10,000 minus 54, I get a difference of 1,84,050. The same when I do for the second one, I will get 29,900. And for the third one, now since the amounts are huge, it goes in negative, 1,65,100. Okay, so this is nothing but my net tax payable, or because see, one is negative, so I can even write this as excess credit. This is called excess credit. Okay, excess credit meaning I have paid more than what I have collected. So now the rule, now this is the rule which you'll have to all remember. Okay, if there is a excess in CGST and SGST, you can use them to pay off your IGST. Again I repeat, if there is an excess of CGST and SGST, you can use that to pay off IGST, and if there is an excess in IGST, you can use that to pay off CGST and SGST. That's the most important part. Okay, now since it is negative, I'll start with my step number 4, that will be your adjusting. Okay, it will be known as adjustment of excess credit available in, now in this can be anything. Now this is excess credit available in SGST. Okay, so now how to do that? Again we'll have particulars, IGST, CGST and SGST. Okay, step number 1 will be the answer that we have found. So net tax payable or excess credit. We'll just note down the final answer what we had got in the last step. Okay, we had 1,65,100 as negative. Step number 2, now we're going to adjust this. So I'll write here, okay, I'll write here SGST adjust against IGST. So I'll put this as positive 65,100 and I'll put it here as 1,65,100 as negative. Okay, because the value is less, still IGST is on the higher side. I can use that entire amount. Okay, nothing to do with CGST. So when I subtract it, your SGST becomes nil. This is 29,900 as it is, and when I minus the IGST, I get the value as 18,950. This is nothing but my final net tax payable. So in this sum, we were able to use the excess of SGST to pay off extra IGST. Okay, this is how the entire sum needs to be solved in 4 different parts: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sum is very simple. You just have to follow the rules. First, you find tax on supply, then on purchases, you subtract with the opening balance. If anything goes negative, use it to adjust the values of the other tax. Okay, so these are the 2 sums, very important from the topic based on net tax liability. It is also called in textbooks, it will be also called as payment of tax, and a part of that can also come in your ITC chapter. Okay, so the solution is same for all the types of sum which will be asking you to find the net tax liability. Okay, so I hope everyone have understood. It's a very important topic. With that, we'll be ending this video here. Thank you.